Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Witcher. Geralt's looking fine. It has been quite a while since we've done any Witcher at all. Fuck, we're already off to a starter it seems. Oh, hello. What the fuck are you? I don't know how badly this is going. Run! Run! Run, Geralt, run. Just run away from the bear. You shouldn't run away from everything, Geralt. Just run. Run! Right, I think I'm safe. Alright, can I actually get Ron to do my fucking intro? Hello and welcome everybody. We're back with some Witcher. It has been quite a while. And I intend to kind of do a few of these this week because since I kind of want to get this game finished so I can move on to different games. Oh, actually not far from where he needs to go. So that's the main quest, which we might as well repeat right now. We do have our secondary quest we will just go down to, but since we are a collect level for this quest, we might as well. There are other quests to do, so yeah. But no, for now, get on with the main quest. Come on, let us go. So last time we found out it was a vampire that's haunting Toussaint. However, we also found out that it's a friend of a friend, and that there's big issues occurring here. And so therefore, we were to meet our friend here.
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Oh, that was too simple. Knock. Oh, I like that.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Yeah, why do I feel like it's over here? Yep. Oh, didn't mean to do that, actually. It was meant to do... Oh. Oh, Kicky Moors? Set the world on fire. Oh, I hope everyone's doing very well out there. I'm doing pretty goddamn good myself. We managed to find some time to do a bit of Warhammer this evening, which I've not done in an age.
Kicking more eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. Some stench.
Didn't I have a shit ton of stuff in my inventory? Because I just came from that bloody because I had this extra stuff I can do. Oof, look at this. Yeah, I've probably got quite a lot of these, to be fair. Like, what do I need? Oh, I need 2 ability... Oh, hit the enter. Now, I need 2 ability points, and I need greater mutagens. And can this go away, please? Activate. Fine. You can only have 1 reach that at any one time. Okay. Strength mutagens automatically development mutagens unlock. Okay, yeah, I see. That's fine. Okay. Space. Right. Cool. That's fine. Didn't really need all that. Okay. So I was just saying. Okay. So that's what I'm activating. Anyway. Okay. So I've got the ones for that. But yeah, I need ability points for that. I've got them currentless. Yeah, which should be good because I was struggling to find a user ability points. More roast. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. You're a big boy, aren't you? Honestly, I'm kind of really happy about playing the Witcher. Oh, see the word briefly? Ooh. usual thing of Geralt,
Someone placed an illusion here.
can't. Ah, there we go. Just usually a case of Geralt getting his way through it too. Pretty sure most places will consider illegal. A Knight's Oath. Here rests Sir Rimmon of Gicon. On my grave you will find the likeness of a man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and bodies to the king, knight craft. I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and the symbol rests above me. The sword is defended by honour, my friends, to my heart. The sword that is closer to me than my brother. The sword that is never stained by the blood of the innocent. Let it rest on the stone to the ages. Yeah, I've just fucking taken it. Oh, journals, magician. Less interested by any of that. However, let's use these swords. What is it? Oh, I can't wield it yet. Needs grapple level, but oh, it's a decent sword. It's a really decent sword, in fact. I like them all Witcher gear. That's the issue. The entire game, like, kind of makes a point of going like, play your Witcher gear, play your Witcher gear. It deals in it just like, oh yeah, well that gear's cool, but this is more awesome. Just like, yeah, but.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just... okay.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Like, I want to know what this other way is, but yeah, because a being to summon or have the power to summon a higher vampire, yeah, that's yeah.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kermoran, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
You're gonna summon some help from other vampires?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
He's an old friend, so that.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
I like to.
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Ooh, lots of things.
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Dettlaff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Right, so a vampire kills another vampire, it's permanent death. Although, once again, I say that like if a human or a non-vampire kills a vampire, it can be death, but it's possible then to come back, i.e. why he's in front of us.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die.
Just a question
It's
of
but a
time.
question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
I
Curious what you
really,
did
really
after
like this
you were
conversation.
Reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, from my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Oh.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
No, I don't want to end this conversation. I'm enjoying this conversation. It's like 2.
All right. Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt.
Ah.
Cruel parsimony, I'd say. But I shall do my best to make it count.
I like
If
him. He's a
you
really
were
good
to
character.
die, and be reborn as I was. In your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Oh. Oh, that's a really hard question, I'll say. Okay, so as Geralt, which is more or less what we're role-playing as it, I don't think I'd choose for anything else, because, like any other path as a human, I just don't think would suit him. Like a warrior, a soldier, just like, no, he wouldn't feel powerful enough. He'd feel like he's... Yeah, I don't think... I think he'd still want to be a witcher. It's what he's known, and he's kind of come to terms with that fact. You know, it's not like Lambert, or who doesn't want to be a witcher, and very much is really fights against it. But no, Geralt wants to be a witcher, so yeah, fuck it.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Exactly.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always.
I
I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
I really like this scene. It's just, it's wholesome.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes.
So
They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder, or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Ooh. Tell me about
Anything
this
else
curse.
about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search
Yeah,
your memory.
that's fair.
Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
For spoons.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct. and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands.
Oh, God.
They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Oh, I like Geralt when he actually talks to proper friends. It's really wholesome. Oh, we have a new marker. Where is this marker? Need to see if I can... Oh, no, definitely can't get there under cooker. Right, might as well go via that village. Roach!
That's it, Roach.
Christ, there's all wolves in the land. Because I think how close it is to a goddamn settlement.
Scrub off. Soon.
Ah, that's what was up here. Pick up the notices while I'm here.
I work from dawn to dusk's last light.
Come on, Roach.
Give my wife. Fetch this empty dead. Sweep up here.
Just keep the works they take to done something. Tough times. Oh, tough indeed.
Fucking bee. Fucking bee.
Dressings, bandages.
What's that about?
The dressings, bandages. Where did I put them?
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
What? Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. It's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... Why did he done it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to figure out where he came from. From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
Wait, I will come with you.
Why?
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a garden romp. Whatever killed him's damn dangerous
And it might still prowl the area, so if it's all the same, I prefer to accompany you.
so be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
I do like a side quest.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
Must have been here he broke his legs.
No, I can't.
Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property, probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
So... Ooh.
Damn it. What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
A banquet that went fucking wrong.
Servant. Stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
Burned alive. Really high-temperatured work here.
Lepiota, thou art my defender and protector. Thou bringest good news.
Silver tableware. Elven engravings.
Elven.
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical.
These statues. These are elves? Ooh.
Throats massacred. One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Swords ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly. Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not say humans.
Yeah, these are elves. As in the statues, at least.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench. Multiple wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Tucson.
Fled, then dropped to the ground to douse the flames. Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee. Doublet scorched. Wriggled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
So one potential person survived this massacre.
Perhaps there's no one inside after...
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
Hopefully you'll believe us.
They remain there?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamonton de Safaran, Lord of these lands, and Chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Tucson.
Okay, you're the
We meet
local
here
lord.
annually to mark the anniversary of the Elfin Homage. But something like this, why, it's a first.
Who are they?
You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were, spirits. It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the death of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Oh
Are you
god.
mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge? The giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Tucson's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
Well, my, looks like we have 3 people standing around.
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. I work for free, you know.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
I would still rather settle on an amount ahead of time. Oh, Jesus.
I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
The Vethaf, the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Okay. I won't do that there. Oh, I see. They're like I see. They're standing in like guards at the entrance and singing mains at the side. Oh, yeah, that's right.
The Vethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfin bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands.
Okay. Alright, take. Oh, bread in front of Durand's throne.
The Vethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elfin
Wine.
wine.
Oh.
Winnoet, the sweetest blood of the land
Oh.
that had been torn from him.
Put the wine
At
down.
last, the elfin king grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
Oh, sword.
Don't interrupt.
Draw. Oh, okay. I need to take it on, I guess. Oh, where are they? Are they going to be in quest items? Oh, they are. Ancient Elven Sword. Quest items again. And shield. Okay. Also my pocket. And the shield. Have I got the right sword out? It is in my steel sword. So 1.
Elven king, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat.
Okay. Kneel. Okay.
Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Ooh. Oh, hello.
Look! Look! The statues!
Impossible. God's mother!
Oh. Oh, hello. No, 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 we're running away from that. Oh, Quen. Well, that happened. Whew. There are meaty boys and girls. Well, not meaty as such, they're their health pools, but they're fucking big attack. Jesus. When? Jesus. Oh, what level is this quest? Jesus. Three hits and I'm down. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, cracking the neck. Getting ready for this little fighty boy. Can I deflect it with the shield? Quen. If I like hold still for more than just like a second, I am down. Oh. They don't appear to be attacking me. Oh. Spoke too soon. Yeah, over the far side, I need to attack with the spells. Let's try that again. Oh, pardon me. Well, it appears to be coming from the guys themselves, actually. Right. Oh, one is down. Wow. Jesus. This is no whole bars, guys. It's the kind of thing that you take a billion deaths to get right. No, run away, because these guys are fuckers. True bloody fuckers. How the bloody... Oh, I'm gonna adjust the level of this quest. Game. Thank you. 40. Okay. It's just really hard, and obviously. What the hell? So none of the attacks, none of those weird magical attacks happened, and they all suddenly happen. What the hell? I think I need to be close to them. No, that throws me out the window. That throws me out the window. That throws me out the window. I don't see a way I could have even avoided that attack. Can I block that attack? Oh no, starting again. Right, you're throwing fireballs at me, you're throwing something else at me. Let's try running over here, so happens over here. Right, let's... Oh yeah, it's those mages. Don't like those mages. Really don't like those mages. Jesus. Yeah, it is those mages. So... God, I've got to just fuck them up at the start of the fight. In fact, to be honest, let's do a different approach here. Nope. Didn't work because the fucking Ard went in the wrong direction. I was trying to wonder if my Ard might actually like knock them so I could finish them or stagger them. Literally barely get the chance. Fuck me. Right, let's get Quen out. Let's drink some water. Right. I know I've not played this game in a while, but I don't think my ability have failed that much. Jeez Louise. No. Right, over the side of the field, over the side of the field. Hurry up, Barrel. Nope, 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 nope. Big nopes. Right, come on, guards. Right, nope, 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 nope. They're gonna get me, gonna get me, gonna get me. Pop a potion. Shield up. Right, I want now. Come on. Right. dealt with. Get over the other side of the field. Let's heal up a little bit. You people are absolute bitches, aren't you? You want to get a few decent attacks and you just bloody run away. You cowards! Right, one down, last one. Oh. Extreme cosplay. I just wrote the name of the quest.
Sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one Defethov. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning. This Defethov was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as Defethov had planned Ludovic's downfall. For he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such. Columns activated with words said in homage. Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
Typical. Treachery embodied. Elves. Pshh.
Humans are no better.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words, they're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this. Reward.
Leveled up.
Farewell.
Okay. That was a cool side quest, I have to admit. Read the specialities, read about spotted brace. Yeah, that's probably not, shouldn't I? Yeah. Not hybrid. Insectoids. Giant centipede. Pale willows. Ugh. Lovely creatures. Ecophages. Spotted whites. The best defense against spotted whites, stay calm and leave them alone. Spotted whites were a subspecies of white which is drove to extinction. Colour into spotted whites dwell in derelict cemeteries and wilderness. They took living in abandoned human decimals and indulged in their great passion, creating brews from their own emissions. What disturbs spotted whites can act aggressively, however threatening they become dangerous indeed. As the collar moth in the colder months, or when faced with an unseasoned chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. If direct period said that the witches found a surefire way of beasting them based around careful casting of yard in its iron, or at least so claims the witcher lore. Igni and Yarden, and of course some necrophage oil. Also vampires. Hello. Hello vampires. How you doing, matey boy? I don't have our friend on here. Oh, just interesting to see him as here, just the vampires. So. Yeah, that was an extreme cosplay. Right, on our way to the White Left, do you see this nice little sword? It is a nice sword, but it's not our Witcher sword. It just isn't. Sorry. Now, so I have a... There's something up there, to be fair. Going back to the village briefly, just because I've just realised I have a lot of shit in my inventory. Probably ought to clear it out before going somewhere very quest related, because you know what this game's like in terms of giving you shit. Looking up by the mountains and the night sky, which are very beautiful, very pretty, pretty game. As a good friend of mine would say, this game passes the pretty check. Oh, yes it does. Oh, gosh.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a killer.
I'm not trying to say I wasn't a killer. Nah, easier to walk from here. Fast travel! Where am I going? I'm probably going to those on the market ground. The grand place. I just need to go somewhere I can really sell some shit.
The god protects, the god serves, the god's men have got iron nerves.
I quite like that actually. I want to go to there, probably this way, kind of.
Nice tune.
Disperse!
Do you like
The
it?
exhibition of the original
None of
country
which I
monument
saw
will
when you
remain
show
closed
myself here.
until further notice.
Oh, is my head
Where are
ever
you?
spinning?
Starting off.
Watch where you step, fool.
Hello.
Greetings.
A witcher from the School of the Wolf, here in Tucson. Greetings.
Indeed, I am
I'm
here in
Lazar
Tucson.
Falk.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused. Got a job for me?
Rather. Mind you, it's no monster hunt, but I'm sure you'll be interested all the same. I'm an armorer, see, and I for years sought diagrams for witcher armor of exceptional quality, Grandmaster level.
Heard of them. Never seen any, though. Thought they were lost.
Ooh.
Not quite. For I've been
Oh, here
lucky
comes
enough
music.
to learn that their holders came to Tucson. Alas, they then perished, but I know where. I just need a partner to help me retrieve them.
If you know where to look, why not get them yourself?
No offense, but do I look like a rough-hewn adventurer? Besides, who would serve my clients while I romped about seeking them?
That's true enough.
No, I'd rather leave it to someone familiar with such matters. Bring me the diagrams, and from them I'll forge for you whatever you fancy.
Let me see what you got in your shop first, buddy.
What do you have on offer?
Alright, time to get rid of Tucson's night armor. Ooh, I mean it is nice, but I want to free up some bloody from my inventory. I can always buy it back. Yeah, it's shit on my crossbow anyway. No, didn't say that. I don't know why that's there. Oh, why is that in there? It's a quest item. Ooh. Well, you have some very nice stuff, I have to admit, actually. That's compared to, same. I wonder if it's going to be all the same, isn't it? Oh, that's yum. Tucson Savile? Ooh, it's quite nice, actually. Ah, Tucson Savile. Solid. Oh, even more weight. I will take that off your hands. How many gold? 250. Fine with that. Anything else in here which looks particularly... Nope. No, not going to dismantle anything. Good God. However, I will have this conversation about this armor.
All these diagrams somehow wound up in Tucson? How is that even possible?
Tusa was once home to Tiensail, a legendary and now deceased elfin master armorer. witches from all corners of the world came to him to forge their plate, their mail.
Heard about him. Supposed to have been the best.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous work to earn the coin to pay him. Some, alas, met with misfortune, and the diagrams they carried were left to rot with their earthly remains.
Got it. Find them, find the diagrams. But how can I know where to look for their remains?
As it happens, I learned my trade at Jensai's side. So I heard the stories of the missing witches firsthand. What he told me, well, that is what discouraged me from seeking the diagrams out myself. We must strike a deal. I shall tell you all I know. In return, once you found the diagrams, you will let me draft a copy.
No.
This elven master, how'd he end up taking a human for an apprentice?
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Master Tiansail saw my work and offered to take me on as his apprentice. Only now, years on, do I realize the honor that was. Alas, my master perished in a massacre later, slain by racists. Though he taught me everything he knew, I did not manage to complete the guild's requirements for Grand Master while he lived. I know I have no equal in the trade. Yet, until I complete Witcher armor of Grand Master quality, I shall never be certain I've become my teacher's equal.
Okay. Yeah.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school.
Oh, of course.
The wolf, griffin, cat, bear, and manticore. Which should I start with?
Sorry about the wolf.
Tell me about my brother, the wolf.
His name was Atom. I remember him well. My master liked him, helped him find a safe, yet a well-paid contract. A few years ago, an archaeological expedition arrived in Toussaint from Castel Gropian.
Castel.
They
Cross.
questioned my master about the elfin ruins at Termes. He warned them of the danger there and recommended they take Aton as an escort.
What kind of danger did he mean? Any idea?
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath Termes. I cannot say if there is any truth to this, but both the scholars and the Witcher disappeared without a trace.
I see. What about the griffin?
The Griffin. What can you tell me about him?
He came some 200 years ago, but my master remembered him well. This Witcher was not stripped of emotions, you see, as his colleagues were. He had taken on a contract at Fort Usa and required better gear. He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit, and was never seen again. Apparently he rode off one night from the fort, never to return.
Any idea where he went?
No, it said he left in a rush, so he may have left something behind. Only ruins remain of Fort Usa, but you may wish to search them.
About the cat?
Let's talk about the cat.
The cat.
A year ago, Bartolome de Launay, the ducal armorer, asked me to confirm the authenticity of a Witcher diagram he had received by messenger. You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the ducal guard. A Witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams for a full set of gear. The diagrams would have been helpful indeed.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's a shame Delaunay didn't let me draft a copy. He was quite shaken up afraid the Witcher might simply kill him and take his coin.
Oh God.
Possibly a well-founded fear. Soon after, Delaunay disappeared without a trace. I would have searched his former home for clues, but it has fallen into disrepair, and it is simply
Too
too
dangerous?
there.
Monsters, all the rest of it. Oh yeah, this sounds like a
Tell me
trend.
more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on as his apprentice. I remember the bear-head medallion that hung from his neck. I remember a towering witcher who haggled like a fishwife.
Witchers never have too much coin.
True, this one clearly was not wealthy.
Loads of
He
coins.
pledged to bring us coin after he completed a contract at the Tufo vineyard, where a building had just collapsed. Time passed, the bear never showed, and my master sent me to the Tufo estate. As it turned out, the Witcher had indeed accepted a job. Yet that was all they heard of him, and that is all I know.
And the Manticore.
School of the Manticore. Probably know the least about it, though once, long ago, wore some armor forged there.
My master said the Manticores have their fortress in the Far East. A century passed, one of their number came to him, a witcher named Merton. He made a poor impression on my master. He stank like a dwarfen still, and quarreled fiercely all the time. Tiensail slammed the door in his face and told him to return when he sobered up. He would conduct no business with a drunk. The Witcher, however, failed to return. Folk say he got into a booze-fueled brawl with the ducal guard. He was arrested and sentenced. Bastoy prison, where he was held, well, it's
A ruin?
been a ruin for years.
Ah, saw that coming.
Still, you may want to start your search there.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Farewell.
Good luck on the...
Right, we will definitely get around to all that gear, because that does sound like quite...
Has hired the Witcher to get at the root of these murders.
What are... Actually, what's the level of all those? 40. Yeah, so well, let's get on with the main quest for now.
Every resident of our fair
Right, wanna get back up here.
hereby required to aid
Just right, how light it is suddenly.
Disperse! The
It really is very
exhibition of the
beautiful.
original Dogry monument will remain closed until further notice.
Might do some of these scavenger stuffs on camera, or I might do them on camera and just a very long stream of them. I've got Friday off. Tempted to do a lot of this on Friday, I have to admit, because I really want to complete this game and do all the stuff around it, and it just feels like a longer thing. I would say I got Friday off, so I might do it then. Tomorrow night, I'm thinking in theory, because it was requested yesterday. I just never got for Monday. I just it was a bit late in the poll. Which do I want? And yes, let's have more different saddlebags. Oh, Roach, you look splendorous. I might have to buy you the front section as well at some point. Yes, for now, also too. But no, but sounds of it, because what people requested, it might be doing some Battle for Middle Earth, potentially.
Oh.
We'll see. Oh, and of course, the one thing I forgot to do is get my sword redone. Oh, that game with Gwen while we're actually as well. Yeah, repair us that, please. Go, please, good sir.
Gwent.
Yeah, but say we'll get that done. And then tomorrow's Battle of Middle Earth, which should be good. I might do more Witcher, to be fair. I say I really want to get play more of this game. Ah, opponent's passed. I'll get all the cards I can get then. Alright, so 10. What's the best way? What's the easiest way for me to get a 10? To be fair, if I've got frozen, yeah. You get it down to what, a 3? I'll pick you down. Oh, just no frog card. Fuck it. Never mind, that card. That was an idiot. I was being a bit of an idiot there, guys. A real idiot. Your turn. Yes, it is. So, let's go and place down Triss. We can get those cards back, to be fair, with our medic cards, so we're fine. Ooh, a roach. Let's place down some men of the line, some siege men. I saw that having. Yeah, this is worth more to me. Put you back on their side, which is worth a hell of a lot more to me. This is just going to be a game of swapping around the spy cards, isn't it? I don't mind. I'll just increase these cards' strength just a little bit. And yes, so that will put you down. That's a useful ability, sure, but yeah. I've got a few other tricks up my sleeve. I like that, and I mean, yeah, you did do that, but should have saved it another turn. It would have been an even better card to use at that point. And what? Let's play. Oh, I can't play the fog, apparently. What's that? That's range combat. Yep, do that. And I'll now give them the round. See what they manage to do. I was hoping they had to burn through a few more cards, really, but hey ho. Hello, Vadira. How are you doing this evening? Opponent's turn. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go too well for us. Might ballsed up this game, Gwen. Come on, have shit cards, have shit cards. Have shit cards. Just my luck. Play that card first. I'm sad, Badir, because I'm about to lose Gwen. I'm really sad. But no, I'm doing alright. Surviving in these current times. I might not be beaten. We'll see. Oh. Oh, they're running out of cards. Oh, fuck you. Ooh. Where are these cards coming from, game? You're just magicking cards out of your arse now. When a game has it more or less fixed that you can't lose a certain, if you get to a certain point in the game, it just auto wins because, well.
Went.
Come on, okay. We'll give this one last game, then we'll carry on our quest. So this is Witcher this evening, dear. Because I originally started off doing this on Twitch, and since there's probably only about this stream and perhaps one other slash of content, I kind of want to get it done and finished, so I can move on to do another game. Because I've left it for a while, but I was just like, I should probably pick it back up before I forget what's going on in the campaign. So yes, and I dropped the cable for my phone, which is charging. That was a bad idea. Come on, phone, chargey. Do the thing that gives you power, so it means that I can have power on my phone. Cheers. Right. Right, Tyler, go do your thing. Got some cards, please. Cheers. Right. Oh, use the same card on me. Yeah, where do you pull these cards from out of your arse from, game? Seriously. You're just gonna have more of these cards, how aren't you? Just to counter all my spy cards. It just becomes a spy card round. Look! Just like, oh, it's just happens to be the card I have in my deck. Oh, what's a surprise game? What's a surprise? Opponent has passed this round, has he? I'll save that card. So they've got 10, so I need what? Another 10 to win. Just because it's easy, put him down. It's a special card, yeah, but I win the round automatically, so, you know, worth it. What games have you been playing recently, Vidir? Yeah, solid. Artillery! So you've doubled all your siege cards when you haven't any siege cards down. Good move, game. Good move, game. Alright, let's place down Dandelion, because everyone loves Dandelion. Who doesn't love Dandelion? Are you a fan of the Witcher franchise, Vidir? Or the Witcher games, or the Witcher series? Any Witcher stuff? Boom. Of course you don't have that card. Oh, because the game would. No, I'll bring that cap up. I'm still making the game burn through cards. Sexy Witcher. Oh, everyone loves the sexy Witcher. Just burning cards now, so you used to burn cards. Ooh, 30-30 actually. I mean, right, now I'll give him this round. You can have this round, buddy. You earned it. Oh, the games, the books, and the season. Oh, Vidir, you're a devoted fan, aren't you? Alright, let's hope I can just win this round. Let's do this first. What are you going to bring out of your... Oh, we're all waiting on Season 2 when it well, all of the issues with COVID has make it quite a delayed series. Ooh, that's a combination of cards. Ooh, opponent has passed. Oh my, game. Oh my. Yep, I believe I won this round. Cheers. Yeah, so we are currently on the Roach. Roach.
I'm busy.
Could you stop walking into the peasantry, please? So we're currently in the Blood and Wine DLC. You know, a bit of Toussaint, bit of Camelot, etc., etc. Very nice, very pretty game. Look at these graphics, like seriously. Like I'd literally spend time in this game just to look at the damn thing, and I have, and will do, continue to. But right now we're looking for the White Slayer. Because apparently there's spoons outside a certain residence where this white might live. Oh, hello, foglets. Fuck off. We have a white deal, because I got too distracted earlier on, so let's actually get around to actually doing some bloody combat. Oh, no, dude. Did you just breathe fire at me? Like, these are all the enemies you see in the first game, like, very early on. Outside with Alvin. But, yeah. Wow, these are a lot higher level. You get skulls as well. So that seems... Right, so some water to heal up. We'll just probably have a quick little meditate. Our potion's running a bit low. So, spoons. Spoons. Oh, and me? Oh, I'm a very big fan of the Wish franchise. I can't wait for season 2. I'm just gonna be a long time till we see it, I reckon.
That the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something.
Use me to eat ice cream. Use me to eat ice cream. That's what they're trying to say. Some more water. Also water, RL. Precious water.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Okay.
A pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
All these spoons. See, for me, I'm going to be honest. All this reminds me of is of salad fingers. So salad fingers and rusty spoons.
Spoons incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spell. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I had to visit a herbalist. This has gone away now. Worst of all, it seems to have joined my pain. So strong at times I cannot see. I've been to a herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she'd seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I had to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't see any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of that damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known that would happen to me and legged it. Ah, that's fair enough, dear. I know. Enjoy yourself, buddy, and I hope your train gets you properly to your location, wherever it is you are venturing. Hope to see you sometime soon, my dear. My family is starting to suspect something. Although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster, I tried to put the idea in my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that led to this, but a curse upon me by the old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I had to find out. I had to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think of it. I cannot think. That's getting hard to write. Loneliness, no family. Eat. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. Eat. It hurts. Mirror lies. No. Oh, cheers, video. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic
Poor
stream.
girl realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
So, okay, it seems to be a side room. Let's go through the spoons. All the spoons. Mirror that smashed. You didn't want to see it.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves.
Yeah.
The monster. Journal's author, maybe? No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
So this is somebody that can't eat for some reason. So I'm guessing it's a curse put on them by, because we're in a noble's house of some kind. So they can't eat. So they're just like, ah, right. So that has to be the right spoon that'll let me eat food, and they can't find it.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
The certificate for this item is up for auction. An antique spoon, key for Kristoff, the Sun's workshop in 1210, belongs to Smigol Skegix, owner of the peasantry.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Let's try that again a second.
None shall sit
at the
and dine
dining
with you
at
at
your
your
table.
table.
No spoon.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
So, don't want to look at yourself in the mirror. They've kind of got that one covered. No spoon shall sate you. No one shall sit at your table and eat with you. So, is that a way we like get them to appear?
Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse?
Yeah.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense.
So they force people to come here to try and rid them of the
No
curse?
claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
But feed them what? As in, it's just force feed them something? Or just force feed something bad? Or... Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. It's an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you'd wonder why I've drawn you out here, and why we cannot meet in person. You see, it is a present situation. Any kind of meeting is very risky, not so much for me as for the person whom I meet. For I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope and why I've turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me sometime by a herbalist. Soon after visiting this herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much as you can from her about this medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then made her provide an antidote. I assure you I am ample of wealth and will reward you no part-time of your service. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of hers, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse. It means only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came to my manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him was that he has sold mirrors. I'm aware that is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust considerable talents that will give you better luck. Marie de Tlanzemer.
Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic.
You heard what it is. Guess it's the same writing again and again and again. Oh, another spoon.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
God, this is creepy. It's one of these like weird things in games where like this it's creepy because it's like so odd.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Let's look in here.
Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
A lot of these spoons.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Yeah, we're just wondering what's down here.
Thousands of them here.
Oh!
White's been a collector for years.
Wow! Yeah, this is a lot of bloody spoons. Okay, can't go that way.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Curses that can change a fellow monster creature of existence in dawn of time. They have a variety of origins, a variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse and spell as changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person has to change course, so you bit by bit. Happens that normal fellow can cast a curse. Sometimes the conscience is clear that their light, such a person can acquire power, thus and agreed can place the power of a curse on the evil doer. Strong can't be removed easily. Right. Just a bit of lore there about this curse. Right. Guess we're hiding in the cupboard. So, like, if you eat from the spoon, can it lift the curse? I like the way you're wearing spoons as armor. Let's try to lift this curse. Will we come out of the closet? No.
not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
We have to sit down to dine together.
You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now.
Your willing guest.
guest.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Has to be a willing guest.
Just need a bit for Regis.
Okay, we've got
Now
quite a bit.
and to you.
The curse
We need
exactly.
to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, let's go over that one more time.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were,
The exact words of the
none
curse.
shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to
No
you,
spoon you
never
have shall
again
say
you
to you.
wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Right, we need. Okay, so we are sitting at the table. No spoon you have shall say to you. We're sitting at the table, we're winning presents, we're past the first part of the curse. Or at least it needs to be there as part of the curse. That's my kind of assumption here. But the next bit is no spoon you have shall say to you. Very specifically that wording. So we won't be able to eat using the spoons because it's a spoon that you have. That's where you tried all the spoons. Okay, so I've ruled out what two. But surely if we swap spoons, like I've not brought a spoon with me, it would just be another spoon. Let's eat not using the spoons. Let's go for 3.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Oh, of course, because it's the mirror at the bottom of a bowl. Oh, I seem to be really, really poisoned from that shit.
Think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Well, it's either 1 or 3. It wasn't 2, and I chose 3. Oh, wow. We got some spammers in the chat, people. Oh, some long, wonderful trolls. Give me a moment while I just get rid of these trolls. No, I'm not paying you to become famous. That's not how this works. Yeah, as a friend. No, ban. Ban you. Ban you. Why do these people come by and annoy us? Why do people come by beautiful gaming? Right, we shall continue. Let's just continue onwards. Okay. Oh. Oh, Jesus, you. You appeared a little bit, didn't you, a little bit in a rush, you boy? Alright, going this way. Still really freaky, this place. For, like, reasons that shouldn't really be freaky. It's just spoons hanging from the tree, but they're like I said, it's stuff with such an obsession. I'm not sure I cleared this curse, to be honest. I got this wrong here, Roach boy. Hope you're alright there, buddy. Oh. Oh. Hello.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
Oh, well, you look back to normal now. You've been good.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Aw, Geralt, it's cute. Oh. And the game just crashed. Wow. Cheers, game. I hope that's not an issue with the game, as in a plot point of you save her, it crashes. That'll be a shit. Alright, hopefully starting back up. It's preparing to launch, or has Steam got itself in a state? I think Steam's got itself in a state. Right, just close all that. Sorry about this, guys, especially you watching this on YouTube. This was not what I was expecting. Hey, there we go. Excellent. Goes back up. Just give you a few more months just to actually get through to. There we go. My loading screen. Nice and quick. Oh, I do love good SSD. Okay, let's hope game doesn't freak out for a second time. Right, here's the old lady.
Shh, easy.
I'll just skip through some of the bits.
Eat.
I'll take you someplace safe.
Oh, it's Geralt being cute. It's adorable. Yeah, that seems to be good. Didn't crash that time.
So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased finally to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basilfolti, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corfo Bianco.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
In this case, it was
Marlena
right.
didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over.
Indeed.
Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be in good hands. I have no word about that. Yeah, tell me more about this place while we're
It
here.
comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel.
Oh, it's mine!
He went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colourful man.
Of Kedwin?
Of Kedweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather.
That's a lot of greats.
Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate.
Oh, it's very kind of him.
Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine.
That is
Sadly,
generally quite nice.
misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Show me around the vineyard. Oh, Christ, why not this one?
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
It's a nice little aside, actually. I like the fact this game is a little bit, well, this DLC is a bit more, I don't know.
Behold,
like,
sir, your estate in
nice.
all its splendor.
900 experience points.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same...
Drag the rest of the family.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
I like this idea of like Garrett having a place to come back to. Like, you know, if it all goes wrong and pear-shaped again.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Like, you wouldn't think... I think Geralt actually, like... There is a sense of just, like... I think everyone has this, like, you know, your working life.
Nice,
But you definitely
well,
a sense of retirement.
picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius school for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped.
Oh, God.
Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs.
Drink the wine.
To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed to wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Oh, it's a strange world. Ooh, I do like that bridge over there.
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
This is really, really nice. I like it. I'm not sure I can see Geralt retiring in this sense, but, you know.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Like, it's like, I know I was saying in the main part of this game, just like, oh, like, how we should settle down either Triss or Yen for various reasons, A, B, C, or D. But like, I think there's one reason why, like, saying, like, I don't know, like, Yen definitely wanted to settle down in the sense he wanted to get away from court politics and, like, get here. And, like, this kind of setup. You know, a place away from it all. Somewhere beautiful. When Triss, I think, still wants to kind of be nearish power. But at the same time, I think Yen wants to kind of say, like, let's just abandon the real world and go live in a paradise somewhere. To some. But when Triss's kind of, like, idea of it just, like, understands that actually, no, it's fine, I get it. Every so often, you're off on the path. Like, you've always lived your life on the road. I don't expect you to settle down with me. I just expect to have somewhere for you to come home to. And I think both ideas are so, like, they work for different reasons, because Geralt would never truly settle down, but so I could see him gradually becoming accustomed to a place, in the sense, especially like Kaer Morhen is kind of really no more.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
I'm sure there's a stable around here somewhere, Geralt.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Barnabas Basil. Love it. Basil? Basil Fawlty? That's all I think when someone says Basil. Just is. Love a bit of 40 Towers. And Blackadder. And Monty Python. Just that era of comedy is fantastic.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
This is one hell of a saw. Firewood, Basil. Major Romano.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Ooh, renovating.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
I think the grounds are alright, but I definitely think the house needs. Well, I think the grounds are
Been
fine.
thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Yeah, let's have some armor and weapons. Oh, yes.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around.
I've got the money.
Highly
Let's do the
skilled
other one
at
as
what
well.
they do. It shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Yeah, let's do the grounds as well.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more, useful.
Oh, yes, we certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
I agree. Oh, hello there, Tiny. Yes, we need an armor repair.
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do all that.
Admiral Rompelli once hired a specialist who made the finest armorer's tables this side of the Yaruga. I will contact him at once.
Excellent. Order the table, sir.
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive.
That's fine.
Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Oh yes, everything. I want everything.
In my trade,
I'm
my
very
blades
well,
get
thank
dull
you,
pretty
Tiny.
quick.
How are you doing,
Could
buddy?
use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager.
Order me a grindstone.
And send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. I believe you shall be grinding to your heart's content by tomorrow. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
I think that's all the things to us.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redecoration.
I shall be glad to answer your...
No, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Vineyard comes.
Baron?
He was actually a...
No, not... He never
Didn't mean
has...
that. Didn't mean that.
Monsieur,
We've done that.
sadly,
We've done this
shame
recently.
not at all.
So long.
Thanks. Gotta get...
Excellent. Well, that's getting refurbished.
Just take to work as they take to dance centering.
Lovely. So let's get back on the main quest because I got a little bit distracted. Right. Where is our Asta? So how are you doing today, Tiny? How are things with you? Oh, people are getting to work in my little vineyard. Oh, it's gonna be lovely. Let's get back to my vampire friend in the cemetery. Hey, Regis. I'm home. Honey, I'm home. Oh, well, it's good to hear that you're doing okay-ishly, Tiny. Better than awful, at least.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from their hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
I'm unsure if you sent me the demo, Tiny. I have to admit, life's been quite busy recently with work, so I may have just not got around to watching it, I admit. Helpful creatures.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful, as they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rabidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Dangerous for me,
Dangerous?
I'm guessing.
Why? I mean, you'll still be you, right?
True, but I should be highly agitated, in a state of fury. You know better than I that fury cannot be controlled. If you've ever seen an enraged vampire, you know very well that all who find themselves nearby will be in grave danger.
How will we handle that? I'd rather not have you lunge at me, claws extended.
That makes two of us. But worry not. I've thought it through very thoroughly. Details to follow soon.
God. Details follow soon, that's scary.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshem Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined. You will lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Teshem Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. A torture chamber. Long ago, shortly after we'd arrived in this world, one among us named Kagmar developed such a taste and lust for human blood that in one night he could imbibe an entire village. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began to hunt us, seek the aid of mages and witches in tracking us down.
So what? Not like they could ever hope to kill you.
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but when did you last enjoy mosquitoes buzzing around your head? In any case, the other vampires decided something had to be done. Kagmar had to be caught and punished. A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshem Mudna. Inside it, a cage made entirely of a special alloy of silver, Dalvinite, and meteorite steel. Kagmar was captured and locked in the cage. Sat there over 2 centuries, driven to fury time after time, never able to escape. Thus I know the cage will withstand the fury to which we shall drive my humble being.
See no reason to dawdle. Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. 1 drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart,
Oh.
Geralt, but you must remain calm. I have no choice.
Oh, he is going to turn vampire
As
soon.
things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesham Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
Feck. My old friend Regis is starting to find me quite tasty, it seems. Teshit Mutna. Is this in Tucson or elsewhere? I missed out the What's that emoji for? Can't quite. It's quite a small one. Is that a little scaredy one? It says, yeah.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Oh, well, let's escort the higher vampire inside. He is our friend, after all. Our old friend.
Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Vampiric magic. Dangerous stuff in this world.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once. Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened, and from this land and the other. This was the first place we saw.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent reading them. Only suspect.
That's right.
It's a thorough survey.
Renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of my tribe. I am the master and slave. I am the executioner of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and his armor that I serve the tribe. It's a pretty nice armor, but it's still not my Witcher armor. And it's not right sword, but I still prefer my Witcher stuff. Witcher gear for the win.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Feck. This is really quite dark and gruesome. Pretty damn horrible. A nice big pit for me to fall down if I'm not too careful.
Glyphs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
Oh.
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here too.
Reminders.
Alright, fair enough, Tiny. Nighty night. Sleep well, buddy.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciating, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Whose is this glyph?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Dead. Those who went east beyond the Blue Mountains.
This is kinda cool.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Detlef's. We both remained in this part of the world.
This is terrifying and kind of awesome. Monsters. What's that look? Oh, God, it's blood. Jesus, this is dark. Conversation with lower being. Who are you? My name is Alex Bishop. Why is all your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared. I understand. You don't know what fear is, sir. No, I have mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It's being destroyed as every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people and discovered a mother subject to stimuli is able to forget about her children and then replace them by pain. I had fear was pain. No, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Oh yes. What you say is very interesting. I think I will have to examine your heart in the laboratory. What do you mean examine? I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to proper examination. But sir, that would kill me. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but it was not me who created your species. I'm not responsible for its exactly. Fuck. This is generally terrifying. 4 great clans. Was it 3 or 4? Oh, Regis, buddy. You alright? Oh. I'm surprised there isn't a vampire here.
What are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock, live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Oh, this is generally a little bit unnerving, this place.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to nowhere.
For fuck's sake, can't get that. Barrels, get out of my way! Right, let's just do a quick check on my inventory. So for now, I'll sleep with my current stuff. My swords, let's just get them a little bit up to toast. Alright, sod it. Go on, Regis, let's do this thing.
Date set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do.
You would have thought you'd have checked this cage. This cage was well. It's in working condition.
We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent, also my head started spinning.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know,
A
something
safe
will say
word?
you can't take it anymore.
And what did you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, no. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
I smell the blood.
Oh, hello.
Hang in there.
I shall overcome.
Oh, Jesus. That's what I want to do. Potion, never mind. Oh, this is a fun little fight. Oh, this is intense. Out the way, out the way, out the way, out the way, out the way. Oh, back, oh, back, oh, back, oh, back, oh, back, oh, back. Oh, they're exploding.
Hold on, I'll let you out.
Really? You're gonna let them out? Regis is gone. Surely it's the point you want a sample of his blood.
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you.
Oh, Regis. Hang on, buddy. Hang on, buddy.
Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Wow. That was intense.
Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would in a heartbeat.
Fuck. That was some intense feelings he went through there. That was... Feck, that is... Yeah. Whew.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Oh, Geralt, you baring your teeth a bit there, buddy. You sure you're starting as a vampire yourself? Oh, bright running light. Hello, chat. You can see my face really now.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Aww. So we're going through the memories of that hand specifically.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff?
Oh, he's doing something here, isn't he?
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
What? Oh. Hated yourself. I mean, did you do that on purpose so someone would find that hand, or did you really hate it? Did you really hate yourself for doing it? Do you hate yourself because you tried to kill someone? So is this like the day after and he's getting his shoes shined? Also, I love his coat. Red blind?
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him, still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse, cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Dettlaff. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix. Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with?
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Like, to have a vampire say that, yeah, I need to rest up a little bit, that is just like, oh shit, buddy. Okay, you take your time, buddy. Find the child. What other? Because I remember, as I noticed earlier, we got unavailable about. Ooh. Grindstone, I'll wait till you're done for general refreshment. Getting lots of it done. We'll carry this on about the little boy. But yeah, it's got Christ of the shit ton of just other stuff. Like, seriously, Jesus. Alright, we'll carry on with the main quest for now. Just proceed. Oh, the bright light. Right, let's just get rid of that immediately by meditating. And then meditating a bit more. Go.
He's to save us from the beast? It's just a
you little fart!
Ooh, hello. You alright,
So
buddy?
how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here!
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Not your concern, buddy.
All you need to know is, long as I'm here, you're not gonna touch the boy.
Is that so? Then we'll come find him once you're gone.
Try it, and I'll find you.
Is that a threat?
Yep. Leave the kid be and piss off.
Oh no! No northern sheep dittler insults us! We'll pummel the swine first, then spank the piglet. Get him!
Very not, mate.
We'll break your legs, vagrant! Teach you to help! Circle him! Now front again!
Come on, come closer.
Oh shit, that ended badly. You died. Wow, they're aggressive in this punch up. Cracking the good old knuckles.
So how would you
You can't break.
Fickle.
Alright.
Leave him.
Just who?
No, it's not dialogue choices. Not your concern.
All you
Is that
try east. Yep.
Oh, we'll
let's not do anything rash.
we'll break your
Circle
legs.
him, vagrant!
Circle him!
Teach
You to help stop lords and cheats.
Let's back up for a moment. Let's it's the for me here's the here is the bloody focus on the actual individual bloody person in the fight. Oh, this time I survived that one.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Getting in my way.
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business. Come on.
That is a bit pathetic, Garrett. I have to admit it.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Duo? What do you mean, buddy?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true. They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please.
Aww, sweet little kid. I like him. It's adorable.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I require.
Oh, I'll pay him. I'm not going to trick the kid.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron, gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from.
Make
I
clean.
clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial?
One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Oh,
handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
Oh, I love this port. Oh, it's so nice and beautiful. I'm yawning my way through this because it's just still sleepy.
Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
It all? Oh, and we got some crows. Did you send them here, Regis, or is your friend also talking to the crows?
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound the drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? That'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
Terribly dull. Oh, I love you. Wow. Not a creepy little kid's shop at all.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Oh, I'm yawning all evening, Christ.
Let's look around.
Sounds like a reasonable course of action. Eviction notice. Eviction notice due to non-payment of the rent and premises used for shopkeeping purposes. Premises Court to Bellicure orders the tenant Alec de Sump to vacate the premises within 7 days. No compliance with the eviction notice shall cause a custodian sentence to be imposed on the debtor, and sentence to be determined by the debtors' court.
Old toy. Never used to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets
Oh, creepy. Yeah. I didn't ask to shop for a long time. I've been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mummy always cries and says we haven't got any money. Daddy gets cross. I'll ask him if he'll earn someone once he nearly hit me. My friends have beautiful toys. Laura has a teddy bear. Ambition has a doll with golden hair that you can brush with a real comb. I worry this will never have a toy, which is why I'm writing to you, Master Shopkeeper. I write this letter for a long time ago, but I didn't know how to write then. Now I know how to. If I had a pretty toy that other children don't want, look after it. I'll be happy with it. Please don't laugh at me. I know I am little, but I also know the toys are not really alive. They only live in our imaginations. But so what? I would love it so very much. Issa. Oh, hello, Geralt's face.
Even if he's not here.
Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Indeed.
Nice little trinket.
Is he going to be a toy maker?
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
In what way, Geralt? That seems really odd. I don't think anyone's going to use you in that fashion.
Somebody fixed this recently.
Was there a... Oh, that is creepy, actually.
Let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Yeah, it was where a crow or a raven, depending on which it is.
Nice little trinket.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nothing from that.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Ooh.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink.
So is he being threatened somehow to do this?
See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Nazaire.
This slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
So, Weinstein, there's a... Need to look for more clues. Keep looking.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Just letter.
Dettlaff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed. Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
What do you think happened to her?
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does.
Christ.
Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left. I can, however, hazard a guess that Dettlaff grew angry one day, showed another, more monstrous side. Dettlaff's anger could frighten anyone off, though most who see it get no chance to flee.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly, Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Ah, true love.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Yeah, let's sum up what we know.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlef's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detlef's innocence, clearly.
Innocence. Innocence is an interesting word here. Does the fact that someone else is forcing you to do it make you innocent of the act? I certainly know in some, well, like, you know, like, you could potentially argue that although, yes, he's been forced to do it by an outside force, he still killed people by his own... I don't like these options. I think I prefer. I understand what they're doing this way, but I prefer that's the third option of going. What do we call it? Of like saying innocence and not innocent. He still kills people. He still has killed people. He obviously regrets it because he cuts off the bloody hand that did it. He regrets it. He feels bad for it, obviously. But like he said, he's just got someone else in mind. Someone more important as far as he's concerned. His love. So given these choices, I'm going to say true. I believe that he is in this sense he is innocent, but I don't believe he is totally innocent.
Actually, it is. Detlef's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Detlef.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detlef? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detlef and I both.
Oh, that's creepy. Really? We want to go out and talk to the Duchess now? Surely we want to go talk to the Duchess when... do you want to go talk to the Duchess when we've got a bit more proof?
Fuel for the beast. A witcher.
Evidence. Yeah. Right, yeah, okay, we'll go to this now. So, I don't think any of these quests will disappear while we're here. Christ. So much shit. We will do the meditation, though. Hopefully, that'll actually make a day's pass so we can, our mansion will be nice and built. I think we should go actually look at our little place. Let's go look at our little place. Why not? Down, back to the port then.
If you've one jug of wine and one friend,
Sure,
drink the
go
jug
on.
of wine.
Drink and wine.
Yes.
Oh, it is a lot lighter in here. I like it. Although I've not actually been to the upper bedroom yet. That's okay.
A pleasure to welcome you once again to the as yet humble confines of Corfo Bianco. When last we met, I did not get the opportunity to present my credentials. With your permission, I shall do so now. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Admiral
Whoa,
Rompali.
Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Ever play Gwent?
Ever play Gwent, BB?
Funny you should ask, sir. I was quite adept in my younger years, but that was so long ago. I fear I've limited my interest to collecting now. Managed to assemble quite the set of decks.
Huh, sounds interesting. Mind showing me what you got?
Not at all, sir, but only in action. A round or two, perhaps?
Indeed. Indeed, my
May
good
the best
man.
man win.
Do you wish to play against any particular faction, sir?
Surprise me. Played Northern Realms, Nilfgaard.
Not really. You choose.
Is this just practice then? Oh, that's a bit Nilfgaard. Do you like a bit of Nilfgaard? Yeah, decent enough deck. Let's go. Save you for now. How dare you, sir, look at my class. Please be cheating, sir. I demand satisfaction. Oh, opponent's passed. I wasn't expecting that. I don't want to put down these two now. That will bring you down to only having 3. And then I can just pick you now. Done. Right, next. Card. Oh, a nice little spy card. Yep, nice way to start the round. Yeah, it's a nice little word. Right, let's put down some nice front infantry. Fuck you, Scorch. I hate that card so much. But let's just let's have some weather. Not do anything else at this point. Clear weather. Can't do anything else. Yeah, well, probably just. Oh no, if you're gonna do that, fine. We got some games to play now, buddy. I'll take that off your hands. Christ, another decoy guard. Why do you do this to me, game? Ooh, Letho. Nice little card there. You down. Take you back to my hand. Just make you spend some cards. Right, here we go. Round starts. Opponent's turn. What are you going to place down? Your last and final card. Nice. Alright. Boom, what are you going to get from that? Oh my, it's going to be a little bit embarrassing, mate, isn't it?
I congratulate you on your victory.
Maybe another time.
Maybe as you wish, sir.
Let's look at this deck.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going. Refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Let's do some work on the house.
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
Indeed. Momentum is best maintained once established. Now that we've finished the general renovations, you might begin to consider such things as a new bed, or additional armor stands, or weapon racks. Also some new furnishings.
So new
and
furniture.
a fresh coat of paint on the walls would do much to improve the guest quarters.
I agree. Yeah.
Thinking about...
Excellent idea.
Bonus
Great.
of vitality.
Order me a fine bed, please. Think I deserve one at my age.
True indeed, true indeed. I shall send a runner at once. The bet will be in place by this time tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry
Is
you
there
can't sleep, Tiny.
Anything else you require, sir?
Yes, everything.
Could use another weapon rack.
I know of a carpentry shop in town.
Fine.
Of course, at one.
This is now just a case of going through these
Is
direct
there
options.
anything...
Armor stands,
I
yes.
agree.
Yeah.
It goes... By this time... Is there anything...
Yes, judgment requires. Guest room.
Was one...
Oh, but that is immaterial. All self-respecting homes should boast a comfortable guest room. What?
Yeah.
I can tell. And... Is there anything...
The ground.
What a splendidly wide...
Bring me a stable.
You know...
Oh, a sturdy...
My...
I shall get to work...
This is just how we spend money at this point in the game.
So...
Well, you're in luck.
Good.
The idea... Will you be needing...
So long. Okay,
that's all for...
BB. We've got to wait some days for all the things to be refurbished, but no, it's getting there, our little place, our nice little house. It's looking a lot better. Right, let's get back on the quest. So, we are now going to go report to the lady herself, the Duchess. And where the hell is that little point? Fast forward point. Oh, there it is. I see it now, boys and girls. I say, I'm sorry to hear that you can't sleep, Tiny. Hopefully you will be able to sleep sometime soon, but it's a pleasure, as always, to have you return to chat with me on this channel. Ugh. Nice. Right, let's just go talk to the Duchess. In her very Elven-esque style palace.
Don't crowd around.
Your Grace,
And what of the...
Oh.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
Master Witcher? Oh my.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Found the beast, but that's it. Its case got more complicated. Case got more complicated.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Not nothing.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Oh, go ahead, let them go to their deaths.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Wrong.
Fun, Tiny.
Thinking of lesser vampires.
Oh yeah,
Alps,
bit jealous, I
Ecamars,
admit.
catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
This is no common monster.
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
That's not their intention.
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
You can't.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
I agree there. But yes, I agree.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman.
Kill
to
them
control the
all!
vampire.
And what do
I'm
you
not going to kill all
propose to
of them.
do?
But I will kill a fair amount of them, I expect.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Hop up. Now, my man.
In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table.
Oh
Perhaps
my.
some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard.
Casvic, the red
See if there's not been an incident.
Yes, this game is beautiful. Very sexy. This game is sexyful and pretty beautiful.
Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Sonreal, it is Sonreal.
Sonreal?
You
Isn't that
must ride
French?
to Castel Ravello at once. Discover what has happened.
Pretty sure Sonreal is French. When you say we...
Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Anna Henrietta?
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
By far, Saint-Clair. Yeah, but isn't Saint-Clair like royal blood in French or something? Wasn't that like the literal translation?
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Oh my, she must don something less. Oh my. So you've put on a hood and and you've just put on a brown cloak. Like, it's not like people are going to notice your accent or your fine skin, whatever. Castel Ravello.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
I quite like white wine myself. Prefer white wine over red.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us!
Come at you bastards! Come on! Oh, get out of the way, Roach. Oh, Jesus, you're a tough little boy, aren't you?
save us!
Ah, fuck it. I got the fire! One's down. Here comes the second. Oh, no, 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 no.
Save us!
Come back here, you bastard. You're just running around!
Show me what it's about.
Help! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
They were fortunately happened by.
You saved our lives.
I didn't mean to have the see in the dark potion, but oh well.
Tell me more about this vineyard. Castel Ravello.
I'm actually
It's
quite
the
fond
best
of
in
Portuguese
Malpisa.
wine, actually,
An
Tiny.
old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabrizio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Why are you
Could be a
driving your horse
servant.
into me?
Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Like burns.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabrizio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
When it comes to wine, Tiny, I'm afraid to say my wine advisor has already been taken. I have a very good friend who advises me on my wine consumption, and she's never got it wrong. She knows what I like. Although, on the whole, I'm more a beer man. A nice, refreshing pale ale, probably from the West Country. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to talk to you, buddy.
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabrizio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
Yeah, demon hunters are very squishy. That's the point of the game. Yeah. No, it's okay. But say if I'm going for something stronger, then I'm potentially on a whiskey or a rum. I'm a big fan of rum. Like a big fan of rum. Had anyone stolen? Just get
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
Are you sure about that, buddy?
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabrizio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me.
Yeah, I think he's a
Where
liar.
is this Unreal stored?
Pretty sure he's a liar.
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
You've been smacked in the face, buddy, by your Duchess. Okay. It is horribly bright. I'll just meditate, so I'll get rid of the effects of that potion. Oh, well, let me meditate. Fuck you, game.
Here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
I like the way that she's actually still called Anna Henrietta rather than the Duchess. Ooh. This is a big old cellar. I don't think it's been just looking to see if we can find it. I doubt anything will be poisoned down here. No reason to. They've got the vampires to kill people.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling.
Yeah, I don't think
glance.
any barrels will be
Neatly
poisoned
and
at this
thoroughly
point.
documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
1269. 1269. Oh, but it's the wrong one.
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Pomodoro?
Got Pomino over here.
Pomino. And I'm guessing, because it's always the last one you find. Not about that. Estest? No?
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Sangrial 1270.
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
No one over here. One over here. '69.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
That's gonna be this one. There we go. Sangrial 1269.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full.
You just got murdered in the shadow by a revenant. Oh, Tiny, I'm sorry. What map were you on?
This one's full too. This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of San Real? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Do I have the right things there? Find a tapping hammer. I think I saw one downstairs. Ah, there it is. Lying on the floor. Prison map. Oh god. One of them is getting taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
But surely this will spoil the wine because it, like, you've tapped the barrels now.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that could never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
That's superb.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Whom?
Why did you do it?
Who?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Yeah, to whom?
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Really thought no one would find you out, buddy?
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Time to get a rapier and kill him. Very true. Although I wouldn't use a rapier for beheading.
Sell the wine too.
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Wine itself.
Painful torture, indeed.
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men, the kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough for now, Peter. Hey.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Yeah, I have to admit, there's something about him, isn't there? We'll carry on for now. So,
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine.
it might be
When the
somebody we
handoff
met.
begins, watch for my signal.
Certainly, we'll see. Or it might be another nobleman that we've already met. Who knows? We have already met a few. Ooh, Steam Chief playing house. Oh, it's because I've got all my stuff done for the house. A few hours later, the ruins of this place. That's a big cart for one barrel.
Relax. Now we wait.
Surely you don't arrest the chap. Surely he delivers the same thing again. Because surely having the witch turn out is a bit sus. You know, it's a bit sus.
Ah, our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Ah, I just burned half of them up. Yes, they are Spanish helmets indeed. Well, it's supposed this place is supposed to be a bit Camelot-esque, a bit of a let's say it's not actual history, of course. It's just taken aspects of history. I didn't design the game, so I don't know actually. Considering that this is all based off a Polish man made all this, so you know, just might be his thinking.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
At your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
What did... We did what we came to do, that's what matters. God. The thing is, you almost get demon hunters in this game. They're witches. They literally hunt demons.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Well, they're kind of called... well, in this game, you consider it to be potentially the wraith, the wild hunt, potentially.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
That's a punctured lung at least there, mate. Oh, no, actually a bit harder than I thought in your shoulder.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Great idea.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
That arrow's
Stop
gone
screaming.
through him.
Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Surprised he can talk at all, mate. Pretty sure where that arrow would be, which is kind of there, it seems like, pretty sure that would pierce your lung, buddy.
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Yeah, like, especially because the arrow's gone through him. Like, if it was just a flesh wound, like, I could accept it could hit some of the muscle up here, or potentially hit the bone, so it wouldn't do that much damage. But if it's gone straight through him, nah, pretty sure that's your lung, mate.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Oughta be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper.
The Cintrian?
That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
He was the words will infect
Take him away.
eggs and his
Throw
flesh.
him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Ooh, now looking at the time until this bloated rotten corpse with disgrace liquefied, liquidy, lovely. Look at the time. I wonder if I should continue this or pause this right now for another day. It is getting on a little bit. I think I'll say I'll join you there. Yeah.
I'll join you. We'll meet there.
We shall await your arrival.
I'm role-playing series of this. There are lots of role-playing series of this game. It is the Witcher, after all. Yep, down we go. No, I think our house was more or less no place like home. Oh, look at all the stuff to pick up. Look at all this stuff that's going to overweight our character and we're not going to be able to carry it all. But look at all this stuff. A fine bounty from this fight. Oh, look at the stuff. I love the stuff. I love the stuff. That barrel's kind of floating in there a little bit. Never mind. Right, now that should be, hopefully... yes. Flash arrow point. I know actually that Witcher LARPs exist and they sound pretty fucking awesome. I'd love to see one day. Alright, we're not going to join her there, yes, I say, because I think I'm probably going to be recording it like relatively soon. So we shall return home. Custom rapier. Oh, I'd so want a rapier. Actually, no, I wouldn't want a rapier. Actually, I want an English longsword. Want a longsword. Do it properly. Do it properly. English longsword. Christ, I've realised I jumped up in viewers. Christ, hello you 14 people. I don't know where the hell you came from. But hello, but thank you for joining us this evening.
Renovations coming along all right, Barnabas Basil?
Superbly, sir.
I prefer a
Refurbishment
longsword.
has been completed.
I want to get through some
And
plate.
I took the liberty of adding 2 racks, each upon which you might hang weapons and armor, if you've some pieces you'd like to display. Likewise, I have prepared a few spots in which new paintings might be hung. In other news, the laborers dusting out the cellar have made a most unusual discovery. I believe it's something you'll wish to see.
I'll go there right now.
If you say I should see it, I'll go see it right now, BB.
Yeah, but thing is, if I'm wearing the correct armor, i.e. plate, have a good fucking time getting that Rapier 3 plate. Search the cellar. Fine, let's go search the cellar, boys and girls.
Strange. Something behind this wall, I think.
It will cover enough of it that you'll struggle to get a rapier through it, and all the other bits you'll chainmail over. There will be gaps in the armor, but those bits will be covered by chainmail, and a rapier will struggle to get through that. Just because you get caught in between the individual bits, you just won't do enough damage.
Laboratory. Must have been an alchemist at one time.
Ah. Letter. To whom finds this letter? My name is Julius Bankever, and if you're reading this letter, I am surely long dead. I've been at one of my stations of my family costumes, sorry, but you studied at Banard? Shit. That's fair enough, Tiny. Will you go and enjoy yourself at Phasmia, and then have a good sleep, my friend? Because I think this stream will be finishing up fairly shortly. Just live magic meets conversation with Philip Alchemy. Okay, we've got ourselves a little alchemy table. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is useful. Oh, this is useful. I won't do this right now, but yes, this is quite a useful thing to create mutagens. That's actually really fucking useful. This is really usually quite hard to do, but actually it's really useful. Oh, thank you very much, my friend. Let's go talk to the Major Domo again.
Renovations coming along all right?
I am delighted to inform you we have completed our labors. You can now devote yourself to enjoying the vineyard's delights to the fullest. You must forgive me my temerity, sir, but I thought, with all the work on Corfo Bianco completed, and with the estate looking more beautiful than ever, it might be appropriate to commemorate the moment.
Indeed, I agree. We should celebrate.
Sure, why not?
During the tidying that preceded the renovations, I came across a bottle of Sapramento, the 1250 vintage. I cannot say by what miracle it survived, but it is here, and we've cause to open it today. And then he ran straight into the crowd, burning bouquet in hand. All thought it a part of the performance, so they only laughed, even when the decor began to catch fire. It was not until the flames engulfed Baron Mahevkin's beard that folk began to realize something was amiss and went to put out the fires.
Sounds like Monsieur Bolius and Madame Nina threw some first-rate balls here.
It was so. In this regard, Baron Rossel was decidedly more reserved.
So tell me, Barnabas Basil, what's the wine situation like here? Am I going to produce any this year?
This year is out, I fear, sir. Last autumn, a fungus destroyed all the vines. Baron Rossel had new ones planted, but it will be some time before they start bearing fruit. Assuming that is, the fungus does not reappear.
That'd be bad. This Sapramento got me dreaming. It's amazing.
Isn't it, though? Allow me to top you off, sir. There.
Thanks.
It really is a beautiful view. has he gone to sleep? He's gone to sleep. Indeed, no place like home. That's that quest completed. Wow, I made good progress today. Excellent. And we shall continue to make progress on Friday. We shall continue doing this some more. As I say, the only reason this is finishing tonight is because I need to go to bed. And I'm still a little bit sleepy from the 24-hour stream after the weekend. So, thank you very much, boys and girls, for joining me. This has been Witcher. This Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, Blood and Wine, DLC. I've been Gorgakalak, and you, my wonderful viewers, have been as wonderful as always. I will catch you on the next one. And until then, stay safe and enjoy yourself. Ta-la.